Well, good morning, everybody. I hope your various weekends went well. Welcome back to Vintage Story, where, yeah, I'm facing the possibility of either starving to death, freezing to death, or, I don't know. Do the bears hibernate in this game? So there's a few things I want to achieve today. I want to test, see whether I've got enough grain stored for the winter. I have a suspicion I do. I have a suspicion I don't need as much as I think I do. Try and pan for more copper, because of course I do. And see, I actually do need animal fat. But we'll see how that goes. Right, what are we doing? Oh, it's night time. What time is it? Oh, it's 5 a.m. in the morning, and it's November. Outside temperature, cold. Where's my... Hang on, did I? Yes, I did. Which sounds like a contradiction in terms as I talk to myself there. I can't remember what I was doing last time. So my test is going to be the test I want to run, and which I might as well do now, is see how much this porridge lasts me. So I'll grab some grain here. Why am I storing so much wood down there? And I want a pot. Because if I can't make bread, it's an interesting question how long the porridge will last. So that will give me some idea for duration of stuff. Do I have... Oh, I didn't realize it was still on. That makes life a little easier. So yeah, between now and the end of the day, how long will this porridge last? If it gets me through a full 24 hours, and I've got some idea for how much food I'll need for winter. I got a suspicion that my concerns about how much I have available may have been somewhat unnecessary. Well, I've got enough firewood for a while. What can I put away? Ooh. What else do I need to put away? Blue clay. Where's my blue clay? Oh yes, I was making a quern, wasn't I? And I need an anvil to do it. Right, so here's my test sample, so to speak. We'll see. Oh, I can add vegetable fruits to it. That's nice. I have to give that a try. Also have to give a try and see if I can... my clothing's good enough. And I can't remember. Did I start... I did, didn't I? I think I did start a burn, but I can't remember how long it's been. Wow, it's starting to look frosty out here. -2. Yeah, I'd be amazed if any of this continues to grow in this weather. Technically, it shouldn't. Doesn't look like it is. Yeah, really, they shouldn't be growing. And they should have died. But that's all right. Do we have any fruit? We do. Slightly surprised at that. So, shift, add. That doesn't work. Okay, it's not entirely. I've got to remember not to eat this stuff at random. Oh, when did I pick that up? Oh, do you know what? I'm starting to think I might actually have enough. Food for the winter. And I've got to redevelop this as well to make sure that the ground stays moist. One thing I am going to be very curious to see is if I dig all this lot up. Right now I have used up a lot of it. If I dig it up and replant it, and well, I say replant it and then put it back, will it give me yield, so to speak? Oh, I've got carrots. That's good to know. There's my carrots that were growing. Carrot soup. Slightly noisy for my tastes. I have to admit, I am making an assumption here that there we go. Thought I had more. This might be enough. I don't know why. Well, let me pick that up at all. Oh, I know why. Right. Nope, wrong one. Right, we have some small progress. So the goal today is just to live off that and see if we can get through. Okay, so that has... Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. That is slowly filling up with metal. It's going to take a while. And one more thing, I think, before we head out. Pop that away. I think that is us sort of set. All right. See if we can find some suitable small animal or medium-sized animal to kill. I haven't actually seen snowfall yet, despite the fact that it's actually saying I can make snowballs. I find myself somewhat reluctant to go dashing across. Oh yeah, it is starting to freeze. Going to be interesting to see if there will still be fish there. Whoa, boar. Oh no, bear. Nope, run, 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 run. Ah, I thought it was a boar. Ah. Ah, dear. Ah. Right, I need to make a raft and get out of here. Let's... Drat. Durata. Oh, blast. I think I nearly had the bear, though. I'm further north here, too. thought that was a boar, not a bear. Alright. Actually, that should be enough. Ooh. I thought I had more food in that. Oh, no. No, I wouldn't have had, would I? Oh, I wish I hadn't come this way. At least I didn't panic and drop my falcons. That would have been irritating. Last time I was in this region, building what I'm going to build now, let's see. Raft. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need more trees. You know, last time I was here, I nearly got mauled again. Ah, that was unfortunate. So that answers the question. The bears are not hibernating. Okay, that explains it. I wasn't actually aware it was so large. Right. Let me just stack myself away somewhere. Raft. Okay, 1 raft. How do I make an oar? Does anybody remember how to make an oar? Aha! Okay. Let's get out of here. I've got a feeling this is not... This is going to be unpleasant. Where's my oar? Ah. Ah. Well... That was a little easier than normal. This is precisely why I was carrying rope on me. I am headed the right way, aren't I? Yes, I am. Sort of. Well, this is quicker and more dignified than swimming, huh? If this was the long dark, I would half expect that bear to die. Oh, that's a point. I might run into it again. Oh, I do not wish to do that, I can tell you. Oops. Mental note to self. Re-equip with more rope. Which means I need cattail, so my emphasis for today just changed a bit. This is the quickest escape from that island I've ever had. Simply because I was carrying rope and an axe. I'm very glad I'm not playing this in hardcore. I imagine this would be a very difficult game to play in hardcore. I would have been alright if I hadn't mistaken the bear's bottom for that of a pig. Which isn't as silly as a mistake as you might think. There are, in fact, feral pigs. Bigger than some bears. What time is it? Oh, I have very little. I just dropped my oar. Ah, you're kidding me. Oh, and then I picked up another one. I think I did. Yes, I did. Mental note to self, carry a lot of rope with me at all times. Ah, this is not a situation I wish to be in, trying to run home through the dark. You know, it almost looks like the sea has iced over there. I hope that's not the case. I am headed the right way, aren't I? Yeah, I am. Sort of, mostly. Been some time since I died. I can make a bed and try and hole up for the night, but that'll probably freeze me solid, and I've got no food. Because I wasn't intending doing anything like this. And I wasted almost a whole day, well, half a day so far, dying and getting away from my spawn point. And no, I don't have any way of changing my spawn point. There is a way, but you have to do it via traders, and I don't have any traders in this world. I wonder if there's an OSX version of this. Although it's worth noting, you have to buy separate versions. You know, I can't buy one version and then have it apply to all the others. It's not like Minecraft in that respect. Of course, one time I came ashore here, I immediately got attacked by a wolf. I'm going to need a torch. And I'm going to need... Alright, let's first of all make... fire starter. Come on, what's the... Oh, okay, got that wrong. And I'll make some torches as well. Ooh, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Chances of my dying again now have just gone up significantly. And I don't have enough to make hay bales, so I'm pretty much stuck trying to make my way in the pitch darkness back home. Ooh, I do not think I'm going to enjoy this. Can't see a dratted thing. All right. This is nerve-wracking. Not knowing where I'm going. Gotta find a way around this in the dark and hope I don't. Think we're getting somewhere. Not quite sure where we're getting. Didn't get any fats though, did I? Tell you what, if I manage to get home, I am never leaving it. I made it. I made it. I made it. I made it. I am never going out again, ever in my life. Ah. Oh my goodness me. Wow. Oh, wasn't that exciting? Even got a couple of pelts. All I need now is some meat. Fat, I should say. Yeah, amazed. I made it. I'm not dead. Oh, that's a large. I didn't freeze to death either. So, yay. I suppose. Ah, yes. I'm gonna cook that up. Oh. Let's see, what else can I need to store stuff away because I'm carrying entirely too much. No. Of course, it helps if I actually light the fire. Right. Get that cooked up. And I still have 2 more servings. At this rate, it is actually starting to look like one of these will last me a day. And given the amount of grain I've got, that is 36, I think. No, 24. So that would be... According to this, I've got enough grain for 2 weeks, assuming I don't eat... roughly 2 weeks. Now, 2 weeks in the game, that is. Which I assume, because, you know, it's November. What time is it? It is still early in the night, if you know what I mean. Let's do a bit of consolidation. If I thought that was something howling over there. Yeah. Definitely need more rope. Anybody remember how to make rope? I know we use these. Yep. I am never being without rope again. It is simply too useful for escapes like that. I don't need the oars. I'll make those as and when I need them. Kind of a... Oh, I know. I do actually have more meat to cook. There's the rest of it. Getting rid of my excess oars. That's kind of funny. But then, given that an oar is what, 2 logs, it should actually burn for a significant amount of time. Oh, that was good timing. Fire went out before I could even use that. Oh, how many oars have I got lying around? Oh, green won't let me stack them because they're different materials. Yeah. Right. So, progress. So yeah, looks like that might last me a day. So 24 and gets me through the whole day. Right, what were we doing? We were going to pan for copper. Just because I nearly died twice doesn't mean I can't pan for copper. It was moderately nerve-wracking. So, I'm mildly curious how many of you are regulars. I've got to check for charcoal in the morning. I'm pretty certain I did set a charcoal burn going. So this weekend was interesting, technically. Spent some time working on the upcoming streaming computer, learning more about webcams and microphones and that sort of thing. Learned that on OBS, I think it's a combination, it's OBS, the webcam, and possibly Logitech's own software. I don't need a green screen. I mean, right now behind me, I've got a physical green screen. But when I switch over to the other computer, technically, I won't need it anymore. You can do what I'm calling a virtual green screen. I think it's a combination of software and hardware, but not positive. It removes basically everything except me, including the chair, and then you can put an image in the background. And that image can be, say, a solid green image, which means you can then apply a chroma filter to it, which is what you do with green screens, to make it transparent. And therefore, you get the same kind of display you're seeing now, except that the chair won't be present. And this is useful because it frees up where I put the camera. Right now, I have no choice but to put the camera right where it is. I actually prefer the camera over there. Here's a 3/4 view of me. And it makes it easier to address the audience. You know, because I can look over and rotate my chair and do little things which I think add to interaction. So now I'm getting excited about switching over to that computer full time. I just need a capture card. And my finances probably won't allow me to do that for about another 2 weeks. A rough guess. But yeah, it's kind of weird, you know. I don't normally get excited. I'm too old for that kind of silliness. But yeah, that will be very interesting. That's a very capable little computer for the price. Surprisingly good at gaming as well. And that's just the baseline. That map is weird. In the top left corner there, you can see where everything's straight lines outside. Well, I might actually not have to switch over this microphone here. I might not have to switch it over to the other computer, although I probably should. On rare occasions, I do use in-game chat, and the microphone would be handy for that. Yeah, because I seem to have found a way to get the webcam microphone to actually be halfway decent. And again, this is something that I can only get, as far as I can tell, on OS X. It doesn't seem to be available on Linux, which is what this computer is. Voice isolation. It reduces the echoey quality. Welcome to Sifting Sand with Shards of Insanity. If you want excitement, go back about 20 minutes where I have to dash across the landscape holding nothing but a torch in the pitch dark and running into wolves. Because I died and had to... ended up back at the respawn island, where I had to build a raft and an oar, which is why I carry rope on me now. So the first thing I want to do in the morning, actually, is get more rope. You know what? One pot of porridge seems to be good for a day, which is good to know. Should also carry. Yeah, I've got a spare raft stored there. And a spare oar. I need more storage, really. Do I have nowhere I can store my... I need more storage. Oh, here we go. How come we didn't put that away? Oh, because I have 64 of it. I need more storage. I need more. Okay, alright, so things have slightly changed. I'm going on a bull rush collecting expedition, I guess. Great. I just picked up an ore I don't need. Didn't I? Yes. No. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, okay. So, yeah, now I need bulrushes. And as many of them as I can pick up. If anybody sees a bear, please let me know. Because I literally died just over there. Oh, look at that. We'll ignore the fact that he is waist deep in freezing cold water. And skate, trying to ice skate. Oh, but you can just break through the ice. It's a shame they don't have an appropriate ice breaking sound. So yeah, I need a whole bunch of bulrushes, which we will now. Sorry, cattails. Sorry, Americans. Don't want to die again so soon. That would be embarrassing. Wasn't how I intended spending the day, but I don't want to be unprepared for the next time I die. And if there's one thing I need at all times on me in case I do die, it's rope. Everything else I can manage without, but rope turned out to be profoundly useful. That's enough. Well, nice to see we still have fish. Right, now I need more storage, which is a whole other thing. Gonna need another knife. Oh, this is freezing over. Ooh. That's going to be interesting. Need a new knife. And I'm going to make a bone-handled one. So we'll dash back. How come the ground isn't frozen? How come stuff is still growing? Right, another knife. And more twine. That actually could be very handy. Where's my twine supply? Yeah. Slowly putting together stuff. Why am I carrying a raft? So yeah, I need another one of these, and I can't remember how you make them. Make it something like that, but I need more of them. Right. Oh, I forgot to put the grain away. Okay. And I can put that down. And then... never ends, does it? Put that down, put that away, so on and so forth. Hey, little nugget, how are you doing? Good to see you. You missed the bit where I got mauled to death by a bear. And had to raft my way back and then run across the landscape at night. How's your weekend gone? Be a better way of doing it. No, nothing wrong with being busy. Yeah. As you can see, it is turned winter with a vengeance, but I think, unless I get mauled to death, I've got a halfway decent chance of surviving. And surprisingly, this lot is still growing, which I don't understand at all. Shouldn't be. I actually stopped planting stuff because I assumed it wouldn't work. Apparently that is an invalid assumption. And and yes, I am now. Swanning around in freezing water. Is it? Ah, hang on a second, I can fix that. Give me a second. There you go, try that. I mean, while the music's playing, if I start talking, the sound should drop. Assuming the ducking filter is still working. Come here. I think this is my own private supply. Let's see if I remember how to make this. Yes. I haven't actually seen snowfall per se yet. This sort of appears on the ground, so to speak, and I haven't actually seen it explicitly. I need to plant more cattails in this area at some point. I feel like a cat on a hot tin roof, having died so close to my home. And that was the first... I haven't actually seen bears this close, so... It was mildly disconcerting. So I literally died. I think it was just over there. Oh no, I died over there. Which means... Now... Don't know whether that bear's still around. Texas weather proving atypical. Oh wow. The carrots grow on gravel? Whoa. Oh, I'm shivering. So I should think. Let's see whether this helps with his temperature. Ah, oh, I hadn't noticed that. Wet. Yes, that would probably do it. But having the fire seems to have helped. Yay. Come on, down. Thank you. Right, let's stash away some. I am not going to question the logic about what I'm doing here. that clears things up a little bit. Where did I put something that I have now forgotten that I was looking for? I had some more. I thought I had more. Where's this? There's some slate sand. Where's the rest of it? Does anybody remember where I put the slate sand? There we go. And it is right. One more thing to do. And that is, let's see whether we've got, I should have some charcoal, I hope. Please give me charcoal. I do have charcoal. Yanus. Not the best way of doing it, but still. I'm not sure this is any faster, to be honest. That funny thing is that noise is, I'm not quite sure if evocative is the word, but it's sort of, it really does sound like charcoal. I can almost feel it in my head, if you know what I mean, the way that charcoal looks and feels. Right, that is one more thing done. Yay. Of course the door broke. Sorry, that's funny though. Where's my packed? There it is. Right, that should last us a while. Well, me at any rate. Here we go. Right. Keep us going for a while. Okay, now I actually have to take a quick break. So I will see you all fairly shortly. I probably ought to make another. Oh, there's all kinds of things I ought to make, but I'm still going to try and push through to get a copper anvil together so I can take a small step forward in technology. Right, so I will be back in a couple of minutes. Right, I should be back. I look like I'm back. This is going to be a bit of a challenge, I think. Oh, hang on, let me feed myself. Can I stand in that water and go through the sifting process? And I'm afraid I do have to do this if I want copper. It seems to be still. I know I could probably do better mining, but it's a case of mine where. I haven't quite figured that out. Next time I find go to a region where I've got marked, oh, you found copper here, I'll try digging and see. But that's a major That's a major trip. And with it being winter and night falling so quickly. Oh, that's interesting. He's not registering as being wet. Maybe it's because I've got fur boots and it says, oh, they're waterproof. Or maybe it's because it's not a full block. I wish it would tell me how cold it is inside this, I was going to say apartment, hut. If you're in one of the other modes where you have traders and what have you, apparently you can find copper arrowheads and spearheads this way as well. Which seems a little unrealistic, but okay. I'm pretty certain you don't exactly pan for copper like this either, but I'll settle for whatever mechanic I can take advantage of. Yep, it's not showing him as being wet. How come my health points are so high? They're supposed to be 35 hit points. So just in case anybody's wondering, in about 3 hours, closer to 2.5 actually, I'll be streaming The Long Dark. I've got no idea what I'll stream this evening. I should stream Soulframe, but Soulframe's gotten really quite grindy lately. I could go back to playing Dark Sector. At some point, I need to install Mesa drivers version 26.0.0.0 on this system. Apparently, it adds in ray tracing for AMD GPUs, which everybody apparently has been kind of looking forward to. I'm not a huge fan of ray tracing myself. I think it's more of a flex than anything else, but yeah. The problem is with that installation is over the weekend I tried it twice and it didn't work. Fortunately, about an hour before I started the stream, hello Crow, I did find on the Linux Mint forum somebody complaining about the same thing that I had problems with. So there does, my guess is there's a bit of a problem with the Mesa drivers installation, but he went through everything he tried, which corresponded to exactly everything I tried. And then somebody kind of responded saying, yes, I got the same thing. Here's what I did. So with luck, at some point, when I've got a few hours spare, I can attempt it. Because now I know what to do, so to speak. And cross fingers it all works. Because while I don't care about ray tracing, it's nice to have the capability is always nice, but it also improves other things, so that will be useful to have. How's your day going, Crow? I hope you had a good weekend. Where did I put my other copper? Curious minds want to know. Please tell me I put it away. I have noticed some stuff getting lost, so to speak. Come on, where did I put my copper? Ah. I need a bit more than that. What else can I put away while I think about it? Ah, of course. Yes, let's go submerge ourselves in cold water again. That's something which always makes sense, doesn't it? All that trouble I went to making a bow, and I haven't found it to be particularly useful. Hitting things with a falx works much better for me. No, I think this might be a record for the number of people who have watched my vintage story live streams. So thank you everybody for showing up. Of course I'm panning again. It's the only best way I've got of getting copper at the moment. I think I've calculated that I got enough food for the winter period, and possibly longer than that. Excuse me a moment, I think I have to sneeze. Ah, excuse me. This is nothing in terms of grind. I mean, seeing as you don't have to sleep, what are you supposed to do when it's full dark outside? I know what it's like. Just earlier today, I was dashing across the countryside, having died, returned to the spawn island, and then had to come back. And by the time I got back, it was full dark, so I had to run across the countryside in pitch darkness with just a torch, and ran across a couple of wolves in the process. So, yeah. Outside in the dark does not strike me as being a fantastic idea. So, the game gives you this. I mean, the other thing is, of course, copper is uncommon. Short of going mining in bear-infested territory, a significant distance from home, this is my best option. Best way to escape from the wildlife is run like hell. But at least that's as far as I could tell. But I tried that with a bear, and I made the mistake of stopping to see if it was behind me, and it was behind me. So at that point, I was in real trouble. But if you have a better option for keeping the wildlife away, or at least the toothy wildlife, I would love to know what it is. The alternative appears to be full body armor. With wolves, I can hit them with a falx, and they will eventually either die or run away before they kill me. But with a bear, nah. Doesn't. So right at the moment, I can't get into a full-blown fight with a bear. I mean, you can make armor, but I need more than I've got. Although, having said which, I can make copper segmented armor, can't I? But I think I need cured leather for it. Yeah, 19. Eh. Okay, I'll bear that in mind. Doesn't work so well when you run straight into them and it's total darkness. Now, granted, the bear I encountered, I saw it and I thought it was a boar. And it wasn't until it was a bit too late that I realized it was a bear. Well, good for you. Did you throw the spears, or did you actually stop and hit them with it? Did you use flint spears, copper spears, bronze spears? Because I imagine that would make a difference. And it's not a strat, that's a tactic. Sorry, I'm being pedantic. Sorry, it's one of my pet peeves. I don't know if I ever find out who started misusing the word strategy when they meant tactics, I will have a serious word with them. Ah, right. Oh, why am I doing this? Yeah, I need to look up armor in a second. Ah, scale body armor is... This doesn't make much sense. Apart from the fact that I obviously need leather. It's an ingredient for scale body armor. So scale body armor is an ingredient for scale body armor, which does not help. Yeah, I know. It's worth considering. Copper scales. ingredients for... Not quite sure what the difference between scaled leg armor and scaled leg armor as an ingredient. But still. Chain leg armor. Oh, okay, yeah. That's a lot of stuff. I still need leather. Okay. Oh, right. So I'm gonna have to guess. Oh, look at that. It's completely frozen out there. No. Probably not. I am going to pan. I don't have much choice. Hang on. Oh, there it is. I am keeping a coil of rope on me at all times from now on. This lot should all be dead. I'm not quite sure why they're not. Yeah. I mean, it literally should be just dead by now. What I really ought to do... Yeah, I think this is all. Actually, I should do a little experiment. Let's experiment. What started the music? So here's a question that I wish to have answered, right? Let's see. If I dig up, do I have an area I can dig up? Yeah. So let's dig up some of this. Oh. Ah. Yeah, I don't collect it. I was wondering what would happen if I dug some of this stuff up. It doesn't count anymore, does it? Because I need to, yeah, as you say, I need to dig all this lot up and replace it. Alright, what am I doing? I need to probably consider how much of this have I got. That's 32. Is that 32? should... No, do you know what? I'm going to hold off. Look at this. I can skate. Do I want to brave heading off into the wilderness again? I don't want to die again during this live stream. And this is pretty much where I died last time. Yeah. Came along this way and I thought, ooh, that's useful, and it turned out to be not so useful. It was a bear. Yes, that's pretty much correct. It'll show up. It'll, if it thinks something is censored, needs review. If it needs it'll probably show up and ask me to censor it. But there's there's an auto block, and I don't get to see it all the time because I actually have to look at the specific chat. So yes, and I do try and keep my live streams sort of suitable for everyone, with some wriggle room depending on the game. And while these videos are marked as being not made for children / young people, if somebody comes along, while I may very well say things that people can take offense at, hopefully it won't be my language. Yes, I'm sure I will. I think the flowers are a little oh. That's the first iron I've seen, but it's meteoric, which means it won't be a mining spot. Come on, I want something that I can kill that will give me fat, but won't actually give me too much of a problem. Like, I don't even mind if it's a single solitary wolf. But I don't want a bear. This is obviously a warmer biome. Oh, yeah. Now I've lost it. Never mind. I'm not going to find that particular spot again. Even though I know it's sort of over here somewhere. Not to be honest that there's much I can do with it right now. Butterflies. I'm sorry. Ah, they haven't shown up for me to review either. YouTube has been a bit peculiar with people lately. I mean, more peculiar than usual in point of as regards chat. Yeah, I think the butterflies are a bit, 1 degree centigrade. Hang on, I'm kind of curious. 2 degrees. Yeah, pretty certain the butterflies would have hibernated or died at this point. Why do I get the feeling I am simply going to have to make do with whatever resources I have to hand? What's this soil like? Low fertility. Yeah, you're not going to find wild. You're not. Yeah, I don't think wild daisies are going to flower. This is turning into a bit of a pointless exercise. We'll just jump across the ice. Alright, so what I do need to start looking for is soil to replace the farm. And that's medium fertility soil, which is good to know. Well, I'm not ready. But hey, look. I mean, it is. I can't remember how long are the months in this game. Because I think I've got enough food for December, so I could actually use my plan was actually to use especially if 9 days. Okay, in game. All right, so I've actually got enough food to take me through the whole of winter. I think. It's one of the things I was concerned about. Because, yeah, that turns out to be a lot more food than I anticipated. Because 24 flax got me through a full day. So I think actually I have enough to get through December. So yeah, I should be okay. And I've got charcoal. Let's start making more charcoal. Hang on. I don't have a means of making bread. We've just discussed this. I need a chisel to make a quern. I don't have a chisel. That's why I'm trying to build a yeah. So I can make porridge. Fortunately. But I'll just have to make do. I made porridge today. One of the first things I did, I made boots and gloves during the last session. Now I've completely forgotten what I was going to do. Let's grab a broken axe. Oh, it's not broken. If it was. Oh, come on. Yay. Getting there. Fire starter, and I need 5 dirt to cover it all up. There we go. No, getting Getting the charcoal pit going. And actually, any further activity is probably going to have to wait. For tomorrow, because I've been going for 2 hours. I need to do stuff between now and the next live stream. So, I've actually got enough flax to make some clothing, but it's a mantle, I think they call it. And I think the raw hide I'm wearing is taking the place of that, so I'm not sure there's any point. I wish there was a way of making a... well, we'll worry about that tomorrow. I am intending to stream the Long Dark later. Yep, as usual. Trying to remember what the heck we were doing. Surviving on Drift Island. I know I'd rebuilt some of the furniture. And I think the last thing I did was build a workbench inside. And it's already getting dark. Well, that's actually quite nice. I probably won't use it next time, but I'll take the screenshot anyway. Right, so as you may have gathered, I will be back in about 2 hours with the Long Dark. More winter, more snow, more bears, except I'm better equipped to kill bears in the Long Dark than I am here. Certainly more experienced at it. Thank you everybody for watching. Do I really need to add at this point that a like and a subscribe will help the channel grow? I'm gonna head indoors. One way or the other, I hope I see you all next time. In the meantime, have a good day and have a good week. Thank you very much for watching.